Mort Baul is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half
Meaty.
of the eighth.
How you doing tonight, Michael?
Next for the Mets, Corbin Joseph. He singled his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast?
Silence. Welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by.
He's set. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
I appreciate that.
Knuckleball, 1-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting his seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he got him.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and
I'm really sorry to hear that, Michael.
Pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
That's really unfortunate. Is there any plans to set up some kind of fund to
and that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
I think it's 2020 is the season that Meaty's in. Also, Nate, welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by.
Into the corner and slicing foul. A ball and 2 strikes now. Baul typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
I mean, I'm not sure there's a whole lot I can do, but like, if you can think of anything, I'm willing to give you a hand.
2-2 count. Here it comes.
Oh, all right, Meaty
to the mound, and he'll just flip this on to first for the second.
I'm pretty sure he didn't catch that so much as it got lodged in his beef.
Travis d'Arnaud will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 18, Travis d'Arnaud.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Oh no, Meaty, what have you done?
Dan, I can't begin to tell you how hard it is to hit a knuckleball. I almost wanted to tell the manager to give me a day off.
You know what's so difficult about it too, D-Row, is there aren't a lot of batting practice pitchers that can throw a knuckleball, so you really can't prepare for it. You can prepare for the fastball, the curve, the slider, and even the split, but I don't know of any batting practice pitchers that throw the knuckleball.
And a knuckleball too low, apparently. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. d'Arnaud is off at first with 2 away. Hit hard back up the middle.
Good
through.
hit.
He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
I'm pretty sure that
now at the plate, number 15. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
I'm pretty sure that Meaty has his own magnetic field, so he's not north or south so much as he is just kind of oriented in his own direction.
Become a lot greater.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
And yeah, it's time for Meat to meet the Mets.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit. And you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Meaty, what have you done? You didn't put enough grease on that one.
Second to make it a bit more interesting at 5-3 now.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he takes a fastball off the plate
come on,
for
Meaty.
a ball 1-0. Both
Pick
teams
yourself
right
up
now
and
with
move on.
11
You've still
hits in
got
the
like
ball game.
Still got like a...
High fly ball after
Okay,
straightaway
that's just
center.
a can of corn.
After
That's fine.
it is Myers, and
No
that
problem.
ends the inning. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We've played 8 full. It's the Giants 5 and the Mets 3.
No, if it was Jason, he definitely would have given up a home run there for sure. You know it's true.
Back in Queens at Citi Field as we get set for the top of the 9th inning in this one. Hunter Strickland enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3. Morton Ball is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
I mean, 3 homers off the Yankees, 2 homers off the friggin' Mets. Was it the Mets? No, it was the... Shoot, I've already forgotten. 2 homers off the Marlins, 3 off the Yankees, 1 off the White Sox even. I mean, Jason's having a little bit...
Striding in to start the 9th, Michael Conforto.
I should do a franchise. I've almost got enough players to cover the whole field.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it.
I think Jason is starting to regress a little bit back to the mean.
And get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go.
He had a literally unreal first half of the season. The fact that he's given up so many homers, he's kind of drifting back to where I was expecting him to go for the season.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Swing and a miss. That'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys.
I think Meaty would be more fun. I mean, that's kind of the reason I'm doing Meet Baul the way I'm doing him, is just because he's more fun to do, and that's more conducive to just a live stream setting. Jason's more of like a full effort kind of player.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A knuckleball right over the middle of the plate.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that. Jason hasn't spent 1 year. He hasn't spent more than a year in one place, I don't think, because he got drafted from Pennsylvania and spent single A ball whatever in the 2017 season. He spent the 2018 offseason in I guess he moved to El Paso at one point, so he either spent it in San Antonio or at El Paso. Then he spent 2019 in San Diego, 2020 in New York, and at this point, he's looking like he's spending 2021 in Boston. And that's assuming they don't move him in the offseason.
And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Come on, Meaty. First major league save. You know you want it. Serve it up to him with fries. Let's go.
Ball 2.
Okay.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen.
Let's try that again.
And he gets strike
Oh,
three
yeah.
called to end
Get
it
that
here.
save
And with
there,
that,
Meaty.
This one is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Giants jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kevin Gossman wins a league-high 16th decision. Chris Flexen was
Hi
only
there,
able to
Cheese.
work
How you
4
doing?
innings as he
Welcome
takes
to the show.
loss.
Thanks for dropping by.
Baul closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Meaty got called up, I think, about halfway through last time's stream.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment.
So I think I'm going to do, in the Jason Parham series, I think I'm going to do a Players Weekend sort of event this next video. And I'm trying to think of a nickname for Jason to put on the back of his jersey. Anybody have any suggestions? The thick is real, Tyler. Welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by. Jason Tatum
takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 0, Morton Baul.
Call him Suitcase.
Now at the plate, Trevor Story. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
He's set and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Baul has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
I was kind of thinking Hobo or something like that.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
I mean, he's already got the beard. He already travels from town to town.
Stepping in, Dan Butler comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Dan Butler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes strike 2.
And you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Here it comes, 0-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center.
Bloop.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Devin Travis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series.
Corn gets him out of it.
Even the whole week ahead.
McCutcheon is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Okay, guys, go ahead and walk it off.
Go the Rockies. Score remains even at 8 apiece.
How about that? I think Meaty even got his first major league win off of that one.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat.
No, I guess he already had one.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. The Giants seal up their 30th win at home on the season.
Meaty just doing his thing. Everybody's confused. They think Meaty's going to leave the team. They may well throw him out with the rest of the leftovers at the end of the season, but I kind of doubt it. Where are they going to find another left-handed Swedish dwarf?
Mort Baul has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Mort Baul.
Riding into the box, Whit Merrifield. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches.
Whatever else he is, Meet Baul is not very neat.
Full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens?
Hello, Bo. Welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by. Hey, it's 4,000, man. How you doing? Yes, your demon child is here.
A little bouncer.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us.
Finally made it to the show. You missed at least one or two of these.
Good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball.
He got called up some point during the last live stream we did, I think. And he got called straight up from AA to the show. And it was about time, too, because this is like his 3rd year in the majors, or the professional ball.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you.
Fastball got him looking.
Strike
as that
3.
had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change.
I can't remember, 4,000. Was it your fault that we named him Meat Baul, or was it your fault that we came up with the left-handed Swedish knuckleballer?
Starts him out with a 4th ball for a strike. Comes into this one at 271. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Hard on the ground towards short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Center fielder, number 9. Lorenzo.
Okay, Meaty, you got this.
Like you can, come on.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here.
Double play would be nice.
Drive him in. Need you right here.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Merrifield On second, Phillips at first, one gone.
Hey, we got one out here.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Your turn. Drive him in, kid. Let's go.
The knuckleball is out pitch, but it misses.
What are you
2-2.
doing to me?
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
That's in there.
Shoot.
Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Well, apparently he's doing all right. They're doing all right because they got the bases loaded on singles
he was
at this
staring
point.
at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Here we go.
Now the 1-0. A swing, and he pops him up
Corn, that's
on
cool.
the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Domingo Santana. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward
Hello,
deciding
Andy.
this thing.
Brewers are
No
good.
doubt, Matt, a
I
base hit here
got
changes
another
this game
player
quite
from
a
last
bit,
year
but
that
if they
played on the
can't
Brewers,
score
and I had a
here,
lot of fun
it
with
looks
him.
pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First delivery to him on the way. And the slider stayed low.
So you want somebody
apparently, for a
who's
ball.
fat
This is a big
and
out
hits
to
the
get
ball
right
really
here.
well?
This is their
First
best
baseman
hitter.
type?
He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning start.
Meaty gets
So
out of
the
it
short way to
untouched.
panic at second, and that ends the inning. Brewers leave them loaded. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Evan Longoria will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll
Okay,
pinch hit
Longo,
with 2 gone
go
and a
hit
runner
us a
at
dongo.
first.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
8-5 today. San Francisco jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kevin Gausman earns a league-best 17th victory. Corbin Burns was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Hunter Strickland wraps it up for the save, his 29th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt
Now, we talking
Vasgersian.
pre-steroids Barry Bonds or
This has been a presentation of
post-steroids
MLB The
Barry
Show.
Bonds?
For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious.
Because I think I might need to do like rookie or like veteran mode hitting for post-steroids Barry Bonds. It's the only way I'm going to get an accurate representation. Yeah, but like I gotta put money into buying that kind
A
of
pitching
thing.
coach offers support to a player coming off a bit of a rocky outing.
I'm not exactly hurting for cash, but like neither do I want to spend a heck of a lot of money on buying shit off the marketplace. You know what I mean?
Morton Ball
I guess I could
enters
set
here
up a
looking to
Kofi
get
or
the final
something.
out before the 9th inning.
You know, people felt like giving me money to buy frivolous shit on a baseball game.
No hits,
spend money on that, but like, it's not something that I would do deliberately.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Foul tip that slider.
Held on to behind the plate at strike 2. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
I didn't even notice, but we're in Coors.
2-out hit as it brings up Nolan.
Stand by for launch.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2.
I don't know, man.
He has great
I like Edwin Diaz. I like Brad Hand.
Being able to get the barrel to the ball.
He's not really a closer, but Sir Anthony Dominguez on the Phillies is a good
Dan, this could be a
closer.
real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Colorado. They trail things here 2-0. And a look there at part of downtown Denver as we get set for the 9th inning from the home of the Rockies. Matt Adams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15, Matt Adams.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Giants jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Drew Pomeranz hangs win number 11 on his line as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Hunter Strickland hammers down the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Giants. 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They
Doesn't look like
3
it.
men on base. For the Rockies, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base.
I mean, I guess it's not impossible, but like, it didn't look like it. Didn't look like he had been put on the field at the very least.
Hey, attaboy, nice job.
But he definitely is on the Giants roster, so there you go. Must have just been riding the pine. All right, folks, say it with me. Beat L.A.
Morton Ball has been summoned from the bullpen.
Hello, Grim. Welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by.
Morton Ball.
Drew Robinson the next to dig in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
I said beat LA.
And that will end up a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Hello, Bliss. Welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you again.
Hey, let it rip, let it go.
The 0-2 home. Got him.
Swing and a miss. Get off my plate.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Now batting.
Here's Jock Peterson.
Hi, Zachary. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for dropping by.
He's ready. Here's the first.
All you really need to know that we got a very strange man throwing a very strange pitch.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th.
Showtime slider.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's
I barely even know who's on the team because I'm a closer. I don't get to see the roster at the lineup at the start of every game.
In now, Nick Franklin. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled to first. Longoria's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself.
And he does his job with aplomb.
1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Danny Farquhar enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year. So they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Los Angeles rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Kenta Maeda hangs win number 11 on his line. Kenley Jansen earns the save out of the bullpen, his 39th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers.
Mort Ball enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Mort Ball.
Ready once again, Cody Bellinger. It was a backwards K.
Runners on 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out. Okay, not like you're making it easy on me or anything.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Richard, welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Into the cove, but foul.
Yikes.
Your turn now. Nobody better. Hey, drop him in. Need you right here.
Little Showtime knuckleball.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
But he was early.
At third, Seager at second with 1 away.
Yeah.
And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after
This
him,
is
and
Meet Baul. He's nobody's man.
But with 2 away now.
This pitching staff has done a
He's
really
Swedish,
good job against this
left-handed,
guy.
5'5", 220-pound, submarine, knuckleball throwing reliever.
Point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Now batting, captain.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
Hey now, this is a family stream. Watch your fucking mouth.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Sent on the ground.
All right, straight over to second. Not a problem.
And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Giants 3.
Hey man, Meaty's doing his job.
Well, listen, you always want to finish strong.
Actually, Meet Baul has gone almost 3 years without getting traded once. It's kind of absurd. It's almost like they want a one-of-a-kind friggin' reliever.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Los Angeles came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Sierra gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Adam Liberatore closes the door for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors.
J.J. Harrell, the GOAT. I had to go into the files and see if I can't find that guy and see what his batting stance actually is. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's go exploring. Oh, I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna do a little field trip here, children. It was right after Jason got traded to the Missions, I think. Midland Rockhounds. They're the affiliate of the Athletics. Okay. I have all the information I need to do what I need to do. J.J. Harrell. What is your batting stance, sir? Veteran stance 190. There it is. There's the legend. Yeah, you know what? Now that I have that forbidden knowledge, now I feel the need to actually act on it. So what do you say, guys? What do you want me to play? catcher. I've already got a catcher. I've already got a starting pitcher, thank you very much. Second baseman. Let's do it. Yeah, boy.
Ernest Justice.
What was it? Veteran stance? There it is. There it is.
Yep, I'm an ad. And you can get rid of me by upgrading to SoundCloud Go. Start your free trial today to get uninterrupted.
Get that high leg kick, you know it.
But you didn't hear that from me.
Oh, where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. No. Beast mode. I know that one, but here we go. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I just, you know, it's not very important, but it's just funny to get some of these things. I don't know. I feel like I would get in a lot of trouble if I charged the mound as much as I wanted to. Okay, second baseman, Ernest Justice. Oh, that just reminds me of something I saw earlier in the year.
Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display.
Oh yeah, boys, here's the legend. The legend Ernest Justice, driving ball straight into the ground. You know what it is. Gotta get my eye back in because it's been a while.
Never has this player had the chance
and
to
I've never been
the
particularly good at batting, you know this.
League buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations.
That's going, man. Just had to straighten it out. Line drive, outfield. Oh, yeah. Right at a fielder, but nonetheless. Just started a new player on whim because we found out the secret batting stance of a fan favorite on the channel, and I just had to associate it with a new player. So this is second baseman Ernest Justice, and he's using the stance of Parham, you know, Jason Parham, Road to the Show legend J.J. Harrell, who in turn has the batting stance of somebody I don't know.
A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can.
Oh, no. What's that, Wes? Lay it on me. Oh, I've seen that happen a couple times before, actually. It's one of those random things. Upper deck. Dang, man. Well, I mean, sadly, it's not unusual for... I mean, it's not unknown, rather, for, you know, fans to get hit by stuff coming off the plate. Usually it's a baseball, not a bat, but... Hello, Sydney. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by.
Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance, who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big.
So anybody have a preference on what kind of archetype we want to play?
Preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
Well, Bonds was an outfielder, as I recall. Bunt a lot? Oh. It's something that I certainly could do. It's not something that I was really hoping to do, but it could be done. Small ball. Damn it. Oh, shoot. Jackie Robinson. Yeah, let's play a bat first shortstop. That always works out, right? Well, I could play a Mr. Reliable. Mr. Reliable shortstop, and that would be pretty good as far as gives me contact, gives me pretty good power, plate vision, fielding's not too bad, stealing's not too bad. I think this might be what I go with if nobody else has a... Power, corner, good fielding, and good bat, huh? Yeah, but his speed is really kind of lackluster. I mean, we could probably get rotated over to third base if that's what we wind up doing, but my goodness. That didn't quite come off the way he intended, I'm sure. Yeah, I guess we'll go Mr. Reliable. But before we go any further, need to remember, drop some equipment on the dude. Still don't have any socks, though. That's the one thing that I haven't had the chance to buy for myself yet is a pair of the socks in the game. All right, let's do it. Mr. Ernest Justice.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the Central region and those representing the West. Anthony Cody, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you could throw them for strikes.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Second inning upcoming here in Florida's baseball city with no score.
Man, they got me batting like 8th or 9th.
Coming to the plate now, Ernest Justice. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. Hit in the air to right field. Merced is there, and that ends the inning.
Yeah, a little fly.
So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. Leading off the inning, Dominique Escalona, and they'll need him to get something going here. Towards second. And that's the first out. Digging in, Oscar Merced. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Oscar Merced.
A pause and the 0-2. The ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1.
Oh, yeah.
Relay to first in time, and just like that,
I like playing second and shortstop because it's a lot more action-packed than, say,
roll it up to get out of the jam.
Left, right field.
The 3 of us are back with more following.
Got to be a lot more reactive to stuff. You got to be a lot more involved.
Rolando Geronimo gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Leading off the inning, Ernest Justice, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So
we put Meaty back in the freezer.
Start out their half of the 5th.
Yeah, and every scout at this showcase
starting to get a little funky.
Appreciates a hitter that can take the ball right back up the middle. And it shows he's got a controlled swing and great timing, which is really what you want from your hitters.
I got distracted by memes, so I made a player that used the J.J. Harrell butt in the air kind of
now a bunt attempt
stance.
And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Huh. Okay. Bunt single. I guess it is possible.
Stepping up now, Patrick Jefferson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Rounded back up the middle. And
all right, Ernest, run on home.
Into center field for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
All right, good job right there. Good at that.
Digging in to try it again, Pablo Fernandez.
And yet they didn't get any more than one run. That stinks.
Last time. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Taylor made to short. 6 reined in. One there. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, I'd love to see a nice turn on the back end of that double play. Good feet, soft hands, and a quick release to complete the play. A player with that kind of glove will be an asset to any team that drafts him.
Now at the plate, Ernest Justice. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air into shallow left center. Fernandez on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
That's unfortunate.
Now, leading off for the West prospect.
Out towards second. And there's one down now.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Stepping into the box, Ernest Justice. He flew out in his last at-bat.
All right, Ernesto, let's get this going.
Here's the first pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. Way in front of a great slider that time.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually
into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
And we just drove in a run.
Now the relay home.
2 hits and an RBI, not bad.
And here in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be pleased with himself there. Gets a base knock and drives in a run along the way. Scouts love a guy that can get timely hits. Well done there.
Now batting, left fielder, Tom Lee.
And he takes ball 4.
And we can go back to Meaty later
if
if we decide we're not having enough fun with this guy. But
striding in, Johnny
I don't know. I just felt like doing something a little different.
Strikes his last time through.
Johnny Neff.
You're gonna walk in a run? Walk in a run. Do it.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Digging in now, Robert.
You gonna walk in another run? Do it.
The runner
Do
at
it.
third. Lee at second. Neff is over at first with 1 away. And that misses.
There we go.
Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, this guy's not gonna get drafted, fellas, I don't think.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Pablo Fernandez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Come on, get there, get there. Hold it right there. Pick up the ball.
To his left, Justice. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
7-4 the final finish today. The Central Prospects
Dab
came
on
through when
them
it mattered
haters.
in the 9th on the way to the win. Todd Hamill gets the W on the mound. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You can
I don't know,
watch
man. He
MLB
might be a bit of
show.
a, he
For
might be a
more,
bit of a
log on
reach
to
for the Indians.
theshownation.com.
I think he might need to go out and play for the Sonoma Stampers. I mean, that's not bad performance. 2 singles, 2 flyouts. Yeah, boy. Projected 80 arm and speed. My gosh. Trying to be the next Ricky Henderson, are you? My goodness.
Cedric Trahan, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses it properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Justice right there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So coming to the plate, Alex Geronimo. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Alex Geronimo.
Hey, easy right here. One time. Let's go.
The 2-2. Weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Ready now, Ernest Justice, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ernest Justice.
He's set. Here it comes. Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. It's really pretty simple. He's here to showcase, to show scouts he can contribute at